1 2 1 2 1 2. We are back. DJ Jerome Baker the third. Um, we're here. What's beef? Chopping Blades episodes 3. What's beef? We got Drake, Kendrick, Rose, uh, Metro Boomin the Weekend, um, Ja Morant caught a stray. Um, Future obviously is a participant to some degree. It is a beautiful, beautiful day here in Washington, D.C. And what we want to do is essentially have a quick, just discussion about obviously beef, about hip hop, about some of the specifics that are going on. Um, and, just like what it is. So over the weekend, um, particularly Saturday, we saw Drake release his diss song. I believe it's called Push Ups. It leaked online, to which then he sent polished and finished versions to academics to prepare. This is all playing out over the timeline on Saturday. It was absolutely crazy. Um, as this sort of keeps it going, we get treated to just a day full of snippets and potentials. But I want to say early afternoon, I received a text from the homegirl, and she just was like, "Boom." I said, "Okay, give it a steady listen." Drake did his thing. You can't be mad at Drake. At the end of the day, like we said on the last podcast, Drake is battle tested. He is not afraid to jump in the ring. And whether or not this is, up to your level of battle icity, you have to commend Drake for just saying, "Hey, man, I'm here. I'm in the ring." I think one of the biggest, sort of unfortunate things about this is that Cole bowed out, because I think this type of shots back and forth would have been great for Cole. Again, bro, you're talking it, live it. You feel me? Also, we cannot discredit um, Kaz, who is a member of Dreamville, and Simba, who is a West Coast rapper, still up and coming, for trying for they both released freestyles sort of the end of last week. Um, and Simba jumped out there first. Kaz being part of Dreamville, he had to what's the word? Defend his man. And it was solid. It was a good a good response, we can say. Back that up a little bit. Y'all know, man. Yeah. But this particular Drake situation, again, man, he and even academics had said it too. Drake at one point in the song he named Kendrick's wife. And even academics who he sent the record to, who he texted talking about, tell Kendrick, if he wants to do XYZ, we can get active. That it's just not, I understand all is fair in love and war, but you saw what happened when Pusha took them gloves off. Even, and this is even what academics said. He said when you named Pusha's wife, he took them gloves off, and they got ugly. And Drake did not learn the first time. And you hope that you know we just gotta wait and see what happens, because you should have learned off that. That was one that was like, you know what, my bad. You should have hit that with a my bad. But we'll see what happens. Um, and essentially, he called Rick Ross 50. And he said Rick Ross is turning 50. Um, he said Metro Boomin, shut your whole ass up and make some drums. I don't really recall what he had specifically for Future, but Future hasn't said anything specifically to Drake. Um, he mentioned Abel, who was the Weekend. He mentioned his manager, spending all the Weekend's money and like maybe doing it for guys instead of women. He mentioned there was a basketball player a kid who was at UCLA for a year, went to school with LeBron's kid. He was like California Player of the Year. His mom was super crazy thick. Drake and her had dinner at the LA Dodger Stadium, and I guess John Morant was uh, supposed to be linked with her in some degree as well. John Morant also, it seemed like John Morant tweeted about pick a side, stay on that side, whatever. So Drake then throws a shot at John Morant. So he, listen, he got it was that Drewski scene. He got jumped. He got there was a lot of energy going towards Drake, and he sent it right back out. I don't think you can be upset at that in any way, shape, or form. Because I think that again, you're supposed to, if you want to be the best, this is what happens. And it would have really been amazing if Cole would have somehow found his way in the middle in this still. Um, but he chose to bow out how he did. And the past is the past. Let's keep it moving. I think the biggest surprise in all of this was the Rick Ross uh, response because I want to say Drake's response dropped maybe 3 p.m. No, between 3 and 4 East Coast time on Saturday, and Ross's was up by 8 p.m. Saturday because I was trying to take a nap before my gig, which I successfully got about 17 minutes, but it still worked. Um, and so the internet was ablaze with, and when you say the internet, you really mean Twitter, but Twitter was ablaze with opinions, memes, just funny predictions. Just it's just what the internet does. This is what Twitter is best for. Twitter is best for uh, NBA Finals games, NBA playoff games, football championship games, anything significant in Black culture. Um, you know, there's a few other ones. Twitter has some funny moments. So it's a beautiful thing. There's been some incredible opinions about it. And I think everybody's on high alert now. I think it comes down to making sure your bars are of the best variety. I think it's making sure that you're not pillow talking and gossiping with whomever, right? Because that can lead to, this rap thing seems to be a very small circle, whereas people deal with a lot of the same people, which is just crazy because I get maybe there's a trust thing or maybe there's a levels of life living type thing, but there's no way everybody should be dealing with the same people all the time. Like it's crazy. Um, so it's just it's we're here. It's a beef. It's a is it a beef? Is it what are we gonna make it worthwhile? I hope it stays on wax. Um, you know, I pray that we continue to get funny music, good music. Ross called Drake white boy. I get what he was doing. I understand the angle, but it just was kind of like, he put it out there that Drake may have had nose surgery to downplay some of his black features. He definitely said that Drake's stomach ab surgery wore off, and that's why he was wearing a bunch of weird stuff on uh on tour. SZA dropped something online. She was named. Top Dog was named. Um, oh, I forgot to mention ASAP Rocky. He said some things on the second. I believe it's called "We Still Don't Trust You" because we don't trust you, which is March, and then "We Still Don't Trust You" was the second one that just dropped. And so ASAP Rocky that dropped Friday. So ASAP Rocky had some bars for that. Um, and everybody just it was amazing. I believe Alchemist did some production, which is crazy. Um, and obviously Alchemist is just like, listen, I'm sending the beat. I'm not part of this at all. Um, so it's just incredible. I'm just reading through some of the bangers that are here this morning, and it's really, I think hip hop culture. Everybody claims they want this, even myself, so much. Right? We want this. We need this. Um, and it seems like it's here, and so there is always the matter of be careful what you ask for. However, um, so I just man, listen, we're gonna break this for 2 seconds. We want to give a big rest in peace and shout out to a guy by the name of Van Ash, who was a DC nightlife affiliated person. He was in a motorcycle accident, unfortunately, and so he passed away, which is always terrible to hear about that. Um, I just see one homie posted it on Twitter. Another homie um, said it on Instagram. I knew Vance for a long time. He's always representing different liquor brands at all the parties, a lot of the parties that I would DJ. And so it is unfortunately, man, that really really sucks. It's a really nice guy. So rest in peace, Van Ash. Back to What's a Podcast? Choppin' Blades, episode 3, What's Beef? There's an actor by the name of Zach Fox. And Zach Fox said Kendrick about to call him a pedophile over some free jazz, which got some incredible reactions to it. Um, Maul from the Rory and Maul podcast is a very weird dude. Um, you know. uh, so I hope that is another opinion. Drake's biracial, had a plastic surgery baby with a sex worker, has ghostwriters, odd friendships with young girls, and paints his nails. Do you know what would happen to him in an honest to God rap battle? And this was before somebody said that before the Drake song, before the diss dropped. So again, there's a lot of conversation. There's a lot of conversation. Hip hop is in a good place. We just want good music, right? That's all we really want is good music from this entire situation. Seeing like that become really one of the hottest songs in the club for the moment, since it's dropped. I'd say there's been the Cash Cobain record is really bubbling nationwide right now, as is the what's the other joint? Boss Man D-Lo, Get In With Me, which has been rocking for a minute. So like, there is just incredible potential for the music to become inspirational, empowering, because this is going to pass. So after this passes, what are we going to do? Is it just right back to the BS? You know what I'm saying? Or is it like, all right, cool. The big dogs got it out the way. They're talking about Future's now on Mount Rushmore for the modern era of rap. Um, Game would have had 600 bars for you right now. Uh, 19 Keys, who is an opinionated guy. Why is no one on Drake's side? Does he not have any loyalty? Maybe Wayne will show up. All question marks. Uh, Somebody posted that Spider-Man meme of where the two Spider-Men are pointing at each other, and the section says, "Do you have stomach? You had stomach surgery." So again, man, this is what it is. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of different videos of Drake. There's a lot of stuff out there. Even Biggie caught a stray. I saw talking about the beef, and I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot, but we're here. It's good discourse. Hopefully, it leads to, like I said, nothing but great music. And we will continue to just pay attention to all things that are, relevant to us here. What's a podcast? It's a beautiful Monday morning. Please, please have a wonderful week. Keep it safe. We may end up getting one pod in. We may end up recording Tuesday night. Obviously, if you see that, you'll know we got it popping. Um, and we're here, man. So chopping blades. Just a quick one. You know what I mean? Quick 15. And obviously keep you up to date on all this stuff as it makes sense, not to be a gossip magazine, but just as it makes sense. I've had the songs were delivered to me in my email last night, but You're not playing these in the club. You're playing these in a barbershop. And I haven't been to a barbershop in years. I don't have any hair. However, if a Sunday morning barbershop where every NBA team is playing today and it means something, and Drake and all these records, it's a legendary. Uh, I'm sure it was a legendary Sunday in the barbershop. So be safe. Enjoy the work week. Have a beautiful week. Let us know what you think in the comments. Please continue to rate, subscribe, and comment. We appreciate y'all. We'll be in New York in a few days. So if you're in New York, let us know what's good. And appreciate y'all, man. Peace.